Well, the new interesting thing that I'm doing is a few years ago I found a book on actual domino divination. So I kind of put it aside, read a bit of it, put it aside for a while, and then I started looking for dominoes because you're supposed to have wooden dominoes and they should also be new dominoes. So what I'm going to do is do a pick a domino, and the pick a domino will then be what will give us the message. So I'm going to just pick out 3 different dominoes, put the rest of them aside, and we will then, that one flipped over, that's why I put that one aside. So we don't want it pre-seen. And then you choose which one you're more drawn to, and then we will read the messages for each of you. I hope everybody has been doing very well, and you'll be able to get something out of this. Please definitely let me know below what you think of this. That was number 3, as a method of divination. And also let me know if the information you received was of any assistance to you and what your outcome was. I would greatly appreciate it. So we have domino number 1 here, starting on my left, domino number 2 in the middle, and then domino number 3 here on my right. And like I said, these are wooden dominoes, so as they would say, real dominoes. This type of divination, I think, has been around for quite a while. I'm not quite sure. And it's also connected to information about the different deities that you can connect with that will be able to assist you if there's any assistance that you need, and also maybe even things that you should be doing or should do more of or should do less of to be able to benefit you. So domino number 1, domino number 2, domino number 3. Please, let's take a moment and take a deep breath, expanding our abdomens fully for 3 seconds. Hold it for 2, and then we're going to exhale for 5. So then we can just focus, and then you can choose which one you're more drawn to. So let's go. Let's start now. Sorry about the noise. We're ready to start now. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Okay, so let's see our domino number 1. Domino number 1 is a 3 and a blank. And the interesting about this is that 3 and blank is here in the book, because I have a book I have to refer to until I learn them by heart. But there's some combinations that are, let's say if I say 3 and blank, sometimes in the book it's down as blank and 3. So it just depends on the way that, I guess, they've decided that they want to recognize the combinations in the book. So I used to think it would be each one would have like a 3 blank, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, but it doesn't work that way. Anyway, so let's go to 3 and blank. So this domino, the 3 and blank domino, if you pick domino number 1, you might be having issues with arguments and quarrels. If you're a man, this indicates that you might have a partner that might, her temperament might be a little bit strong, right? And that she might be considered to be somebody that's quite argumentative, and maybe she is even somebody that really is not happy with what's going on with the two of you, right? But the thing is that it could be because she's maybe not being completely upfront and honest about what is going on. And also it warns this person that you should really be careful about gossiping, especially in social occasions, and maybe even with the mixture with drinking, okay? And also be careful of being in places that are very dark, okay? What you need to do is do a little bit of candle work, bringing light and clarity into your life. So think of a deity that opens a road. Let's say you're speaking of, here it recommends Elegua, it recommends Ganesha, and then you go ahead and you open that road. If you are truly having problems, if the part about the problems in your relationship applies to you, go ahead and go to somebody that can give you a full reading, whether astrology, whether tarot, whether another divination system, and get some assistance with that relationship, okay? And also, counseling is also recommended for this, right? So, what you need to do is, if you're in any religious tradition, go and get some assistance with that relationship. If you're a man that is unmarried, you have to be careful if you're thinking about engaging someone or going into a marriage, right? And be careful in all your relationships with women, and also maybe doing things that are like, let's say, casual with the women that you meet, or meeting up with them in places secretly, or dark places, as we should say. And this is normally a reading that lasts for 30 days. So you're thinking of these things for 30 days, right? And what you need to do is just, again, be careful of the women that you meet. You can also do light a candle, do an offering of a candle to Saint Michael or Saint Christopher, and this will definitely help you, right, with this. And again, just be careful about how you're dealing with the women in your life, or the women that you meet up with in your life. And the best day to light these candles is on Mondays, okay? And again, this is just for the next 30 days. So that's domino number 1. Domino number 2, we have the 5 and the 6. So let's see how this plays out in the book. 5 and 6. So what it does is it goes up to the double 5 and stops. So we are going to have to go to the 6 and the 5. And this basically tells us, if you pick domino number 2, whatever it is you're doing, you have to persist and persevere with this. And that it says that change, a really big change, like a tower could come, and that could cause you to begin again, to have to begin from the start. But you need to persist. You need to pursue whatever it is you're doing till the end. And also, if you're having any issues with your health, if you pick domino number 2, they won't last long. You just need to do your best to take care of them. If you need to go get medical help, because I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm just letting you know that the divination system, the spirit is saying, get some assistance. It's not going to be a long-lasting health issue, okay? It says that there are spiritual forces at work in your life, and it requires that you need to just continue going, keep working towards your goal, regardless of what else is happening around you, okay? If there is another domino, let's say we were doing a full reading instead of a pick a domino reading, there was another domino that shows change, it would indicate that is going to be a significant change in your life. But since we're just doing this with this one domino, it says the time for change is coming up, okay? You'll be seeing it coming up. It allows you time to prepare for this change. And it says this is within most likely the next 30 days, right? And what you need to do is to make sure you don't have any negative effects of this change, and that the change comes out to be positive for you. You need to persevere, and you need to practice gratitude. Practice gratitude and persevere with what you're doing. Again, if you have a deity that you're drawn to, especially one that opens the way and smooths the way, like Ganesha or Saint Christopher, Saint Michael, Elegua, you need to go ahead and give a candle to them on Monday. So that's for number 2. Number 3, if you pick domino 3, we have the blank and the 4. So let's see what that tells us. We have blank and 4. Blank and 4 is, it looks like it's going to be 4 and blank. Let's see. 4 and blank, it says that there's some unhappiness in your love life. So you're number 3. There's also some issue here with relationships. And if you're engaged, be careful that you know what you're doing and what you're moving towards. Make sure that you two are on the same page there, because this will ensure that your engagement will end up in marriage, okay? It also speaks about not being involved in gossip, right? So this is kind of like number 1 there. If you're somebody that is having a time in your life where you're productive, there's a chance that you could be maybe even having multiple births, right? But because of this, it may be a little bit more difficult than usual. Again, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just telling you what spirit has come out with this divination. And what you need to do is go and probably see your doctor, like I said, get some spiritual insight into what is going on with you, and that could potentially also help you. There's also something that needs to be broken and opened up for you to remove to you to move forward in your life, because there's some stagnancy around here and in your life. There's something that you need to do, getting a blessing, doing a cleansing, whether it is whatever it is you see in your life that's not moving forward. Cleanse, bless, look at the situation, right? Get somebody to look into it for you if you feel that you're not able to, or it's not able to move after you've done the cleansing, whether it's of yourself, your household, or your business, and the blessing, right? So what you need to do is take care of your spirituality and the energies around you, right? You need to also make sure you're doing this within your relationship, if it has something to do with your relationship, to make sure that your relationship is able to be you and your partner in your relationship are able to be as close as possible. This all speaks about the possibility of some blockage, something that may be hidden, because it speaks here about darkness also, right? This speaks about people that are of the childbearing age, looking at Venus, looking at Aphrodite, looking at Yamayal, looking at Oshun for some type of protection and guidance for them. Again, if you have any issues, I'm not a medical practitioner, go to see your medical practitioner. So what you need to do is understand you can also work with Virgin Mary, San Raphael, the Archangel, for this type of thing. And again, if you have had somebody that is recently passed in your family, what you need to do is, I would say, give them a candle, right? And this will also benefit and help you. But this, again, it's telling me again something more and more about speaking about influences in your life that you cannot see through. They're not clear, and they need to be moved away from you so that you can be successful, right? So I would say medical help first, if that's the condition that you need help in, or that's the thing you need with. Counseling if you have issues within your relationship, and working with the deities and the spirits. For females, there's Oshun, Yamaya, Aphrodite, Venus, the planet. There's also the San Raphael for healing. We have Elegua also, and Ganesha. So there you go. Number one, look out for it. Be careful of that woman in your life, or any woman you meet up with. Don't be doing things in secret and underneath. Be upfront, no gossiping, right? We have number two, which I have to look at that one again. Like I said, I have to learn these. I don't know them by heart yet. And this one was what, 5 and 3. And this one, it says that 5 and 6, pardon me. 5 and 6. This one says, so it's 6 and 5. We don't have this says that whatever you're doing, you must persevere, and that what you will do when you persevere is you'll make sure that you will get over any blockages that are in your way, right? And that change is coming for you. So you need to look out for it. And here we know that we have to work on removing some negativity around us so that we will be able to persevere and remain healthy. So see a medical practitioner, counselor, whoever you need to make sure that is right for you. And again, these energies and these messages are for 30 days according to this book. So take care. Have a wonderful time, or a wonderful life filled with health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Always remember, practice gratitude. And the most you can do is, whichever deity you're drawn to, give them a candle and talk to them. If it is prayer and you want to pray, go ahead and pray. Ask for what you want. Seek the help you need in life, physically, whether medically or counseling. and things will work out for you. So again, health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Thank you for your time. Come back and visit again. Let me know what you think in the description box. Bye-bye.